Wait, what?
There's your answer, chat. Everybody had it. What?
The trading card game.
Yeah, trading card game.
The highly predatory trading card game.
That is correct.
Not
It's
even
a
the
trading card game that you can
actual.
play PvP to.
It's not even the actual card game though. It's like some bootleg version of it.
It's literally just open.
No, you can play PvP.
Again, you can't play the actual competitive.
Yes.
I mean, that too.
You can't even trade in game yet either.
No, you,
Not yet.
Not yet.
yeah, not yet.
Well, you can do that at home now instead of outside.
On your ass.
I wonder what November's trading post items are going to be. I said I wonder what they're going to be.
I heard
No,
when.
no, you said win, Steve.
Wait. So the Ream is getting a
Let's go! Another failure into a failure. They're doing that Concord run, brother.
I don't appreciate it when you speak Ewokanese at me.
Almost.
One day I'll figure out who they are. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Have I got a story to tell you? Let's see. Do need to get the tweet out, so give me a minute here. Did song request die? Seems like it. Okay, the tweet is live. Do me the favor, go give it some love. Let me grab you guys today's sauce. What the heck? Okay, I gotta refresh the YouTube side of things. I just got their like big like monkey avatar thing, and it's like something went wrong, and I'm like, okay, looks like it's working now. All right, let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing fantastic on this Checks Notes Wednesday. It's kind of funny because this already feels like it's just such a like fast start to the week. Here is today's artwork. Part of that's probably because I took Monday off of stream, but it feels like it's not halfway through the week already. It feels like there's still more time, but there's not more time. There's never more time. Okay. I gotta pick a new free quest to do, or sorry, a new storm pod quest that I gotta do here, because basically, as we deduced yesterday, I am way overkill on the number of like moons that I have farmed out here. So I definitely got to find something else to work on. Is that the other new one? It's just Lancers. We can see what we can do with this. Not like I don't have a Lancer or two. Okay, let's try that. You're gonna have to get sub for Oberon. Oberoni. What's the story? Okay, so for the past like week or so, I've been carpooling my father to work because basically he drives a car and it's been having like electronics issues. He tried to like run an update and it literally like bricked the car just from doing a software update on the car. So like he had to get it towed and I've been having to deal with it. And it's really weird because like this whole time he's been getting more and more frustrated with them. He's been trying to call them and like they don't really give him much in the way of a response. Like it's just like, yeah, we know, we're dealing with it. But it's because they don't actually know what's going on. So they're literally just kind of giving him the runaround. And it's funny because like for about the like 2 weeks I've been doing it, really here in this last week, every single time I've gotten into the car, I've been kind of noticing like my battery just like not having a lot of juice when I turn the ignition. And it's something like I'm sure some of you guys would notice, but like for me, it's mostly because I've been driving my car for so damn long that I know exactly how it's supposed to sound. And I know when it doesn't sound that way. So like, I was like, oh yeah, I probably need to get a new battery. And I even said that to my dad. I was like, it's been a while since I've taken my car in. I need to do that. And, then quite literally this morning, I go to turn the ignition just to start up to go over to my dad's house to pick him up. And I just hear it kind of like skip a beat where it went like, and like did a click and then like turned. And I was like, that's weird. And so then about around lunch, I'm like, okay, finally, like we're about like a day before Halloween here. It's like, I gotta go. I gotta get my my Halloween candy because I still hadn't gotten any yet. And I was like, I'll go get it, and I'll make sure that at the same time, like, I'll just go to like Publix to grab it, and I'll grab a Publix sub. So I had one like pre-made, and it would be there ready for me to pick up when I went to the grocery store. And I go out, like, I'm leaving the office for lunch. I go get in my car, and I turn the key, and I just hear. I'm like, oh no. Like, so it's clicking. It's not actually turning the ignition. And I'm like, shit. And I tried it like one more time, and I'm like, it did nothing. And I'm like, all right, it's dead. So I actually got really lucky because in the process, my parents, like my mother had actually shown up at the office early to take my dad to lunch, because she wanted to, like, I guess, like, take him for like the early voting. And so we're sitting there. I get a coworker to, like, I get my jumper cables out. I get the coworker to come pull their car up so that I can jump my car. We get it jumped. I drive it down to a local, which this is another interesting part of the story. So, like, for a long time, we're accountants. We have many clients, and one of them had always been like this local tire store that we have in downtown near our office. So we had for years taken our vehicles to that person just as a, like, kind of, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Not anything like illegal or anything like that. Just like, hey, you're a client of ours, we're a client of yours type deal. So just giving them the business. But yeah, so like they closed down last year, and so I haven't like gone to a new mechanic. So thankfully there was like a Firestone or whatever near my office, and I basically drove it over there and just left it with them. And it's funny because the guy is like, okay, can you give me the keys? And I was like, no. I was like, they're still in the car over there. I'm not turning that sucker off, or you're never moving it again. He's like, oh shit, okay. So interestingly enough, my mother took us to go pick up my sub. She also needed Halloween candy, apparently. She was just not going to get any. And so basically we all ended up getting Halloween candy out of it. I got my sub. They picked up some pre-made ones, and we just ate lunch in the car. And then my parents actually took me, and I did the early voting. So it was actually a really productive lunch. We got done a lot of stuff that we needed to, but it was just kind of funny because it was one of those deals where it's like, it quite literally could not have gone better. Like, if my battery had given out at any other time, it would have been really freaking annoying. Like, it might have meant missing a stream. It might have meant I was like super late to work and had to get my car towed. It just worked in the perfect freaking way. So it's just like, oh, thank God. It was nothing very serious, but it was just very funny to me that everything worked out in a positive way, in spite of all that. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the hole about like $230 for the replacement of the battery, but it's like, it is what it is. I'll take it as far as I'm concerned. Lucky? Yeah, it really was. It's like, if you're gonna be unlucky, at least be as lucky as you can being unlucky, right? You don't have car clubs that are able to replace a battery. Like, we have like AAA and stuff, and I am, like, I could get that, right, but that would have taken time. I would have had to have called them. They would have had to send a truck out and somebody to basically actually do the exchange. So it is what it is. The battery itself was not that old, but it was not under warranty. It was like somewhere around like 2 years old, and I'm just like, God damn it, man. Like, I knew it too, because like I said, for the past week, it had been... It wasn't its robust self every time I turned it on, which a little bit too. Like when we were jumping, and I was like, "Look at that!" You could see like on the actual like connection head there, like there was just that, like, you guys get like battery acid in a really old battery. It's the same sort of corrosion that you would see pile up on that was on top of my car battery, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I don't know if it was like. Because like even for like the Hurricane, it was like in my garage. I did not have it like out and about, so I don't really know what caused the corrosion that bad. But it just, I guess it finally gave out. So it was leaking. Yeah, it might have been. had batteries that lasted like 4 to 5 years. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know why. Normally my batteries last longer than that, but I think I saw like literally on the battery it was like, oh, it's got an 18-month warranty, and I was like, man. So it was not under warranty, but it was still pretty young as far as batteries go. Yeah, I found that real funny. Also, I'm sorry, YouTube, I can't see what you guys are saying because the chat again. Give me 1 second here. Let me reboot the bot. Wow, it's taking forever to reboot this time. Come on, you can do it, bot. I believe in you. There it is. Okay. I'd like to know, are you guys planning to stream more D&D? We usually stream D&D about every 2 weeks on Sunday. So the answer to that is yes. However, we are coming into the holiday season, and like for instance, we know we have the lottery coming up here. So like we're not sure when the next date is going to be exactly because it's kind of touch and go with people's schedules in the lotto. So we'll see. We very well might do it during the lotto. It's just I've instructed Bob, who basically DMs our game. It's like, let's try to aim for the later end of the lotto rather than the early parts, because for the early parts is when everyone's going to be scrambling trying to get stuff done. DM is also smelly. That too. His words, though, not mine. We make a Morgan Fest video on the stream? No, because I already made it. Morgan Fest is already on the YouTube and posted. Also the Breedamart video. So this is today is just a chill day. There's not really much to talk about. JP did have this like new campaign that they pushed out today, which is really weird. It's this like evocation fest / not evocation fest. Yeah, it looks like the pre-release campaign got officially announced too, and that ends on the 7th. So it very much seems like we're going to be getting the event on the 8th if that's the case, which is what Avalon's saying. Also, I think what I said in the video, I think that was like literally the date that I predicted. But I listen, my predictions in that, they're just best guesses based off the current info that we have. The devs can always change that shit, so it's why like I don't hold myself to that too much. Oh, nobody posted in FGO news. I'm sad. Yeah, it's literally, it feels like an evocation festival that's not an evocation festival. Like we have, oh my god, fandom doesn't have it either. What the shit? Do, 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 do. I'm just looking. If anyone finds the link to it faster than I can, please do. Fandom is dumb. What did you expect? I expect fandom to quite literally do their job. Okay, not gonna lie, this does make me chuckle. So for those of you guys, this is what I get for scrolling through Twitter as my source. But for those of you guys that haven't seen, the Vatican has announced, I guess. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the Vatican officially, but like apparently there's like a actual new like Catholic anime mascot, and I find it funny. And then somebody posted this, and it makes me laugh even harder. It's like you're either the cute anime girl mascot or you're Doom guy. Uh Chat, does anyone have a link to it? Because I freaking don't. I saw it earlier today on Twitter, and now I just cannot freaking find it. Oh no, now I have to post this too. uh... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not finding it anywhere. So if one of you guys gets the link, please send it my way. Cause I ain't got shit. I don't know where it was, but I saw it earlier. Linked to what? To the news. Holy crap, people. On JP. I can't find it. Nobody else seems to have posted it. This is abnormal. We do not normally have this. Okay. I'm still disappointed in the new Dragon Age. I haven't even looked at it. Prophet was asking me earlier before stream, like, am I going to play it tomorrow? And I was like, it comes out tomorrow? Like, I remembered it came out like this week. I did not know the exact day, and I haven't paid too close attention to it. And for obvious reasons, like, I'm not holding my breath for that game, and I'm literally waiting until it hits the streets before I determine whether or not I wish to get the game. Like, it is going to take a lot of people being like, no, it's actually really good before I decide to change my mind otherwise. The autumn enhancement, thank you, that's it. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I should have just gone straight to the Japanese website. That would have gotten me it. But yeah, it's chat. This is kind of a lot. Oh, it's much ado about nothing, really. Like, you guys can see, it's like, okay, hey, it's basically Evocation Festival, but there's no new units on Evocation. Again, they're just going to be giving you like the leaves from basically your daily missions and extra missions. And again, it's basically supposed to take up the entire next week here, which is pretty much the end of this current event. Limited master missions. Get 7 Saint Quartz, 400 leaves. Some extra materials. And this is really weird because, like, oh, Okay, we've doubled the rate of super and great success. That's cool. Only on your evocation units, though. It's quite literally just on the welfares. Hello, Katana. This is the end of BioWare if the rumors are true. I've seen a lot of people make such claims. Look, I'm going to say this. If you shut BioWare down at this point, EA has no one to blame but themselves. It's entirely EA's fault. Because EA literally fired everybody that could have made a difference. Including, and I shit you not, they literally fired the lead writer for this game. So it's like, the second I heard that happened, and I knew the game wasn't like done, right? Like they weren't done writing for the game and everything. You fire the lead writer on a project before it finishes, I'm like, damn, this thing's doomed. There's just no way it's going to end up well. Because it means somebody else had to come in and take over and finish the job. And I'm just like, it's just not going to be good. Like, it's only the evocation welfares. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's just really weird what they chose to do with all this. We do get basically part 1 and part 2 up through LB7 will consume only quarter AP. And that's if it wasn't already like free or something, right? Main quests up to Ordeal Call 2 will be half AP. So it's definitely an interesting thing. This feels like they're really trying to get you caught up. Interestingly enough, there's not too much time, I don't believe, on Ordeal Call 3. So like, you really, I don't think this is for Ordeal Call 3, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's like, hey, we're trying to get you in so that you can do Ordeal Call 3. I think this is their way of trying to make it so that you're just caught up on story for whatever the heck happens next. Yeah, I think that's really all it is. Yeah, so you can see it's being held till November 6th. You have to have done at least LB4. Call 3 is actually done in 4 hours. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's why they're doing this. And there you go. You can see 0 AP for some of the other stuff there. But yeah, it's like, hey, this is the big thing that they're going to take up the next week with. And I'm like, that's cool. So if you're somebody that's already caught up on story and you've already leveled up all your welfares, you literally get nothing to do out of this. Like you had the weekly the daily missions, but that's it. Like this is basically dead time for people that are already caught up. So it is what it is. I'm certainly okay with that. They still have to like build in campaigns like this. You'll probably see other people be like, oh god, why are they giving us dead time? Oh, such a dead game. I'm going to sit here and instead be like, no, this is good. They actually do need to give opportunities to newer players and players who are stuck time that is not competing with like event and other stuff to just do it. Unfortunately, they're not kind of doing that because this is occurring at the same time as the current event. So it is weird on their end. I wish they would instead just give it its own week or something like that. Because as Bob has already said, and I kind of agree with this, it's like, yeah, but you still need to be doing the current event and finishing that up. So I don't know, right? It doesn't feel like they're doing that whole like, hey, we're trying to be forgiving with the whole 3-week thing, considering it still takes you the majority of the 3 weeks to still clear. So is there something to do the next event still? Yeah. Which we'll see. Like, we'll see what we get next on JP. I know, I think I've talked with Trubs, and he thinks, like, JP is also going to have a lotto next. I'm not sold on that, but we'll see, right? Like, these sorts of things are always touch and go. They're always up in the air, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. It just, not to use too many canned phrases there. But that is kind of what we're dealing with at this point, is just JP is very much like out to pasture, and we just are not quite sure the direction it is headed. So it will eventually be made clear, but it's anyone's guess at this current point. This is the 90 plus. You're probably gonna. I haven't seen anybody with the MLB Silver CE on JP, and I think I might need it at this point. I need to double check, but yeah, I don't even have another C to slot in there. Actually better if I do that. I can put it up. Yeah, feel free to if you got to throw it on your coin for me. Why did EA fire the lead writer of Dragon Age? We don't know. It was part of a series of layoffs that they did. Like it wasn't just her. It was her and I think another senior writer. And the reason it made headlines and made a lot of waves was they were the last two writers that had been on staff from the like Baldur's Gate days of BioWare. So like with those two gone, there was none of the old guard left. So it was like it I don't know. It was just a really, really stupid thing that they did. And it's really funny too, because a lot of the actual like writing talent and stuff from BioWare, they've just moved on to their own endeavors in their own studios. So like, yeah, they got fired, they got sent away from BioWare, but it's not like they stopped being talented. They're just elsewhere now. So it's like, it's just stupid of EA. It's like, oh well, we can't have our our payroll getting too high. Oh no, if that were to happen, won't somebody think of the poor investors? Like, it's like, I'm sorry, no offense, but you literally canned all of your talent. When you can all of your talent, you're not going to make as good of a product. I'm not going to say that it's impossible to still make a good product. It's not. It just means now you have to teach all the new people. And that's definitely going to have a learning curve, and the mistakes are going to get made. EA and stupid go hand in hand. Yeah, EA has never had a good reputation as far as I'm concerned. Like, the only reason, and let's be real, chat, the only reason that EA is still afloat is their sports genre games. That's it. If they didn't have those, they would make no fucking money. All of their other projects seem to end in failure to me. I wish they stuck with the Dreadwolf plotline instead of what they did. I've heard that apparently it very much so doesn't involve Silas. I'm trying to remember what his name was. But yeah, like, I don't know, right? Like, I've at least without actually sitting there, like normally I'd be like neck deep in like Dragon Age stuff, getting all excited for it and everything, but it's like, yeah, this time I've just kind of just sat there and like, okay, yeah, like I'll hear rumors, but I don't actually bother to like look into it and like try to actually pay more attention, because the problem is everything I've heard about this game has been negative. I have not heard one piece of news break about this game that has been positive. And it's not like, oh, well, it's just getting negative coverage. No, like every single thing that comes out of this game is bad. And it's not a good thing when that's happening. You don't want all of your stories to be bad stories, right? Also, Respawn carrying. Yeah, I was gonna say, technically Respawn's the only one that's actually doing any real work over at EA, it feels like. I'm sure other people are working. That sounds bad, so I'm not gonna say that. It's more that, yeah, Respawn's the only one actually managing to be successful somehow. I don't know why. I don't know what the issue there is. I can say part of the issue is probably that Respawn has special considerations, and so they have quite a bit of autonomy within EA, and they get to use their own engines and they're not just stuck using the proprietary shit that EA wants everyone to use. So I think that's the whole reason why Respawn doesn't end up in as bad of a situation as the others. Like Respawn launched the second entrant to the Jedi Fallen Jedi Order series, and it got panned because it was buggy on launch. Since then, though, it has been fixed, and that game is very good. It's not a bad game. It is a solid, like, 8 out of 10 game. So, to me, it's like, that game will still make money down the stretch. People will still appreciate it and like it, and they'll do fine. But other EA stuff? Oh, man, when EA breaks stuff, nobody wants to go back and play it, usually. Need for Speed stuff? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does anybody actually play Need for Speed now? I'm actually curious, right? Like, because I played Need for Speed myself back in the day, but it feels like to me it's been taken over and totally like just invalidated by Forza and Gran Turismo as far as like car games go. Those are the two that like just dominate the market. Didn't FIFA part with EA? I believe FIFA pulled the license, but EA is still making a soccer game, which is really freaking funny. And to be fair, I don't really blame them, right? Because it's like, okay, what? Are you just not going to make anything? Haven't played since Hot Pursuit. I was gonna say I think I played Hot Pursuit back in the day, but it's still like, yeah, it's just been a hot minute. Most Wanted, yeah, it's just like I said. I don't think it's like, I don't think they're incapable of making a good game. It's just odds are when you see EA attached to it, it basically means that it's bad. Like the EA symbol may as well mean early access because you're going to get a crappy mess most of the time. And I don't think that's a good thing, right? Like I think that's a huge problem that they are having at the moment. So we're already done with the event. Let's go down over here, touch some Trom nodes. Doing a little bit more Reichenbach while I have the opportunity. Their newer stuff just isn't appealing. Well, yeah, that's what I was kind of going to ask is like, what is the attraction to it over something like Forza and Gran Turismo, where they're pumping millions of dollars into those games, trying to make them as realistic and good looking as possible. And then you've got the Need for Speed series, which I'm not even really sure what its niche is at this point. It's literally just running from the cops is all it feels like. What are we doing in WoW? So I had planned to do my I'm actually building my legendary staff, but apparently I bricked myself, so I'm not sure I can. So that's an oopsie on my part. Free quest farming? What the hell is this? Yeah, this is the only free quest you guys are going to see me in for a while. Like, I think once 7 comes out, I'll finally be able to, like, touch... Oh, that one. Like I'll finally be able to touch the free quest in 7, but yeah, it's, I don't know. Like I said, it's not like I'm really desperately going to need this, and as people have pointed out, the tickets are going to be huge because, like, chat, in the future you basically get, I think it's like what, 120 of any given material a week. So it's like, that's just nasty. That's really good for gaining extra mats. So to me, like, if that thing even appears in a ticket once, I basically just only need to go down to like 120 remaining of it, and then I'm good. That's the future, not now. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, thinking forward into the future is like, it's not like I'm going to have to sit here and farm too much. Thing on the dust node in America? It's been a while since there's been a dust lotto, if I remember correctly. Which staff is in an old X-Pac one? That's a good question. Hold on. I can tell you right here in a second. It is. I think it's Dragon Wrath, is what it's called. Yeah, it's Dragon Wrath. Fireland Staff, yep. Kind of spicy with the Sands of Time purchase, but I think I already just messed up because like I might have been able to complete it this week, might have, if I had done something a little bit different, but I didn't, and I didn't realize that, so I think I have to go another week. And so I don't think I can complete the staff this week, which is big sad. It's one of those like super gated things where it takes you multiple weeks in order to be able to do it. But I am on the delegation step, which is kind of annoying. How'd you break it though? It's not bricked, it's just I won't be able to complete it this week. Oh my god. Yeah, I have no idea how long this is going to take because like I'm looking at it and there's like yet another step where it's like, oh, I have to collect things from bosses after this. And I'm just like, Meanwhile, I think like the legendary hammer, I'm doing okay on that one. I'll probably only need a couple more weeks for that. Chronomos was unlimited. I'd farm it instead of Fairy Cup. Yeah, like it's really weird because it's not like the Fairy Cup is a bad lotto. It's just for a lot of us vets, we have so much of the old materials that it ends up not being that big of a deal for us. Like each of these materials has been in a lotto prior to this. So 120 a month, right? Not a week. Yeah, I said a month, didn't I? At least I hope I did. But no, that's why I'm saying like it's not like I'm gonna have to do very much farming. It's just I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go, okay, this is what I need, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna be good after I do it. Like yeah, so you guys can see. Basically just trying to get this a little bit bigger here. It's like I need a ton of my 6.5 swords, but like the reality here is I could very easily like cut this down. For instance, I have Charlie sitting right now on 888. I'm projected to go to like 9, 10, 9. The reality is I don't actually need Charlie. I have an NP5 Okitan saber that'll one day be grailed. So like this is a big nothing to me. It like I like Charlie. I don't hate him by any means, but I do not have to spend the extra materials here. So like I could just say, okay, he's actually functional at the current amount that I have him at. Boom, there goes 215 that I need to farm. Same thing with Roland. Same thing with Don Quixote. I can literally just take each of these three and totally cut them out. That will literally get rid of more than 500 of these right there for no reason. Did you plot new appends? No, I did not. And for the most part, the reason why I didn't is because at this point, appends are still somewhat fluid, and I kind of don't need it on a lot of characters. So I'm at the point of just kind of going like, if I really truly need it, I have enough of a lead on most materials that it's not a big deal. I can always cash in and grab it. And for everybody else, it's just not a big enough deal for me to actually warrant it. Like, in a weird way, chat, because of how they have handled the coin situation, I still care about appends, but I do not care about like maxing out someone's appends anymore. It's just gone. There's no way you can care about it if you value any part of your wallet. So I'm just like, I'm good. Like I'll try to get a unit's mana loading it when it feels necessary. I'll try to get a unit's 5th append when I feel like they can take advantage of it. The rest, I don't care. Like if you're not a saber face, I just don't give two shits. Only append die account force mana loading. Yeah, and depending on the unit, that may or may not even be a thing. So, but yeah, so it's like some of them are plotted in, but not the majority of them. These sword and meteor drops have been nice. Yeah. Well, that's why, like I said, I'm here just to kind of put a dent in that. 90 plus Halloween gave me like 250 plus. Jesus. Dopamine of 3 sword drops hits so different. Yeah, I need to actually go to God, what's the node to the south in Trom? That's the actually devoted one, because I don't need that many more of the Urn of Ashes or whatever it is. You can see, like, I'm just stocking up on these. And thankfully, because it's only 22 AP, I get a lot of runs of this. But you can see, this is an 888 Charlie. I have a K-scope on him. I have double she-shows. That's it. That's all I need. I'm only running plug suit just to run plug suit. I don't actually need it. It's just a case of, well, it's technically the only mystic code I can even level at the moment. And yeah, even with something like a K-scope, this just kills still, so. Tower of Xanax? What? Running plug to level it? Yeah. It's like, my choice is either running plug, which will level it, or running any other mystic code, which won't advance the other mystic code. So, it doesn't really matter. Like a Black Grail farm with Charlie, it's nice. Yeah, oh, you definitely can. Charlie is very much like Summer Okitan, where they like they're quick units, but they generate enough Noble Phantasm that operating from 0 is not like impossible or anything. So it kind of works. I think my Neoplug is 8.5 or so. Mine's somewhere in 9. I have no idea. I like how little I care about is that I have no idea where I actually am in 9. Right? Like, okay, so there you go. So I'm like a quarter, maybe a third of the way through. Not quite a third. So like it'll probably finish during the lotto. And if it doesn't, who cares? It's one of those deals where it's like, if I get another Mystic Code, I'm literally just going to switch, grind that Mystic Code out, get it to 10, and then go right back to just sitting on this one. Like, there's really... So it's like, I can take Issei here, or I can take Biz. I'm going to take Biz. Because I don't actually need the Mystic Code experience. It'll complete itself. Only have about 5 million left. Yep. Gotta watch my pulls instead of me watching his. I see. Leveling Atlas Mystic Code is such a pain. Leveling Atlas actually got way easier in the Buster era. Pre-Koyanskaya, it was rough. Post-Koyanskaya, there were actually the occasional unit that you could use it on. And so you could get the job done and still not feel like you were just like burning a hole in your composition. But yeah, it's Atlas has always been one of those really good for challenge. It's really not for like anywhere else. And it's really only been with certain select compositions that it actually can shine. Would be done with all the massive experience mystic codes. I mean, my JP's been done for a while. It's great. Like you just when you're done, you're just free, and you use whatever mystic code you want, and you don't worry about it. It's just a nice feeling. It's the same thing with like being done with all of your foes on units. Which, like I said, my JP's getting fairly close on that front. So. I think my Arctic is max, but not sure. Like I said, mine is on JP. In A, it's certainly not, but it'll get there. Like usually, lottos are particularly really good circumstances for that because you're grinding the node so much that like you're gonna end up just getting a lot. Yeah, this is triple Q. He does mix-ups and mash-ups. I think I took the Arctic one off as soon as I got it in lieu of my other Mystic codes. Well, I've seen people that have like really tried to like max their Arctic Arctic or Neo plug suit, and I'm just like, at least in like plug suit's case, you're gonna get there automatically. There's no reason to actually like try. In Arctic's case, it's still a really good mystic code, so there are instances where you can use it, but it does mean giving up on plug suit's utility, which means no fourth unit unless somebody is like sacrificial, like Arash or Habitrod or something like that. So, are you maxed with everything on NA? What do you mean? Like when you say everything, what do you mean? Because like mystic codes wise, I'm not maxed on Neoplug. I'm just maxed on everything else. On JP, I'm maxed on all mystic codes. On NA, I have all my units foed. On JP, I have 8% of my units foed. So we're getting there. Oh, I almost popped an app. Let's not do that. I don't need it that bad. Have you leveled the anniversary MC? Yeah, every single mystic code on my account is done. Except Neo. Just as proof, chat. So, there's that. Did they not let us, like... God, JP let us do that. There's your rank 10 Atlas. Do you have all mystic codes? Yes. I think even my JP does. If I'm missing one, I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, I've already gone full circle again, so yeah. Quite literally just that's the only one. Babylonian one? I had the Babylonian one on JP. Still using Arctic, only 14 million to go. You'll get there eventually. But yeah, this is why I say, like, it's an interesting thing. You really do want to get your account to this point because it frees you up. You worry way less about it. So, like, chat, let's go to that and let's see who we don't have. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So I still technically have some units that are unfoed on NA. This is a more recent issue because One, acquiring units I didn't plan for, like Banana Oni. Two, I started burning foes for a while because I just literally had everybody complete. So you guys can see there's a couple of units like that I need to like mix in here and kind of finish off. So with that in mind, let's actually take a look-see at that. That looks like we're grabbing the crowns there. See, there you go. There's 55 crowns I just redeemed out of nowhere. Oh, don't tell anybody that I'm stashing quartz. This is technically stuff I need to do before the lotto as well. Oh, I have gold foes. Inventory full. Shit. Okay. Who is like gold foeing at the moment? Well, there's my answer. All right, so we stay ahead on gold foes ahead of my grails for right now. Crap, who am I gold foeing next? Is this limited to 4 stars? No, okay. Wait, hold on. There's an answer to this question. And the answer would appear to be MHXA. Which is good, because she's finally going to get there. Nope, not you. So many units you don't need to foe? What do you mean? Just foe them all. Foe them all, forehead. Okay. When is Lotto? Probably on the 8th. Because they actually gave us the pre-campaign announcement now. I have an assassin foe. Sort by attack enhance. I have an assassin foe and no assassin 2 foe. Feels good, man. Let's go burn that so that's not sitting in my inventory. HP, I have an archer. Yeah, round 1 should be the best round to grind. It won't yield the most, but most people are going to have issue. Do that because that's a nice clean number. Finish off Shufu. Trying to think like how badly I need some of these to have HP foes. I think we're gonna throw it literally right here on the low star. Low stars have a tendency to gain a lot more out of the foes because they need the stats that much more. It's a greater percentage of their overall health. I see Sancho, you do. You already grailed her for more HP? Yes, I did. That's totally why I did it. I'm gonna let them sit there at that 970. It's an awkward number, but if I do more FP rolls on an A, it's possible that I get a thing for them. So from there, this becomes a little bit more convoluted as to who I'm choosing to do this for. And I think it is going to be Sancho. Just due to the odds of me actually using. Okay, so no more foes in my second archive. Switch this back to attack. Nice easy number right there. That'll finish her off. Finish her. Oh, I can't even. She's still going to be just shy. There we go. So again, part of this is just cleaning out my inventory. There's no servants, so that's all embers that are just basically piling up in my inventory. Uh, time to level another artery. No, it's fine. I'm just throwing in stray embers when possible. Beat MHX. I mean, that's all in the second archive, so I could. Well, let's... Whoops, not that. Do we have a suck rate coming soon? I don't think we do. Thanksgiving should have one. Yeah, but it'll be after Lotto. Uh... No welfare for the Lotto event. We've got Brita Mart. She's going to get rolled. You're gonna feed the grails. You know, this might have helped. I have a bit of space. Just a wee bit of space, chat. Think about how I want to do this. Honestly, it's better not to use these 5-star embers, because 5-star embers store a lot better in your inventory than a 4-star ember does. If you think about it from a pure logistical standpoint, each of these embers right here is worth 3 4-star embers. So you would rather save 5-star embers in your actual inventory in Second Archive and keep 4-star ember stacks in your mailbox. So this is probably what I'll do, is I'll probably not touch any of that, and then we're low-key kind of free. Which I will have to clear some of this out. Let's do filter by experience. Filter by 3-star. That should get all of the 3-star embers out. Gonna pull out the tiny stacks there. What this is doing is this is just clearing out small stacks from the mailbox. So it'll free up more for the lotto proper. Okay. So only 35 slots are currently taken up. Let's go burn the silver embers. Yes, I know how that sounds, chat. There we go. Throw that in the second archive. We only have 3 embers there, and boom. So now we're pretty much cleaned up for the lotto. Like, we don't have to do anything there. I do need to get this last freaking mission done. I mean, I don't know that I actually have to, but it requires 3 pieces of monuments, but I get 5 embers. So it's like, if I could catch that on, like, really cheap, that'd be one thing. But I'm not so certain that that's actually worth even acquiring. Like, in terms of actual reward. Awesome weekend for round 1. Yep, that's my plan, is we'll probably do it, you know, like, it'll be the weekend. I'll probably just chill out and, like, watch some stuff. I don't know, maybe we do, like, a movie night or something with chat, even. Because I'm not gonna want to do anything for that. Okay. But yeah, that's chat. That's it for FGO. There is not much more to do in FGO tonight. So it'd be what it'd be. You guys kind of know, like, there's really not a lot going on right now. We're kind of in this, like, holding pattern as JP enters its last week of its event and stalling on that end, until they get some sort of new formal announcement. And NA is in the lotto waiting room. Our event is literally about to end, so finish up everything that you guys need to do your CQs. Again, get to the 500 missions on the event, and then you should be good. But yeah, there's really nothing else. So I think we're gonna go ahead and switch over, play some WoW here at this point, and we shall continue FGO tomorrow. I would bet Guda Guda is next in November for JP. Yeah, I mean I'm not really sure, right? Like we'll just have to see. Like, I think we haven't had Guda Guda yet this year. Oh, whoops. I just hit it again. I really need to stop doing that. Okay, let's see. So we can go do something on the mage. I have, right now it's still the anniversary. They actually have been making a ton of good patches. I gotta give props to the devs of this game, because WoW has certainly aged, but it is doing some nice things where, like, they came out with the anniversary patch, there was good content in it, but there were some things that were pissing everybody off, and now since then they have actually like revisited and kind of regrouped and are actually trying to like fix some of those issues. So this is the new mage, aka the old original mage. You guys can see I'm already up to item level 590 here. I still got stuff I kind of need to do, including we can do some actual like raid finder dungeon here, because I still got to do, I've already done Queen's Fall, but we can do basically the first two here, find groups for that, and you guys can I'll actually take you through the raid and kind of show you guys a little bit about what's going on here. I bought my Hunter tier 2 transmog today. Nice. Yeah, I actually have the whatchamacallit set.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Oh, I can't see it because I'm on mage right now. I have the Paladin and Evoker sets currently. Actually, let's see. Okay, so I have 24, so I can go get another one. Let's go do that. I can go grab the mage set if you guys would desire that. I can't believe CAD's in a loading screen. Yes. Here, we can switch screens here too. Ugh. Wait, it's actually full for you guys. Where was I going? I get so turned around whenever I portal into this place because there's always so much crap. There's so many portals in there, and really the ones I need are downstairs. I like low-key hate the layout of Orgrimmar's portal room. It could be so much better and more efficient. It's just annoying with how they send you downstairs. So this is Caverns of Time. This is where the anniversary event's being held. You can see there's a ton of people on and doing stuff at any given moment. Basically, people are out here just farming stuff. And we're gonna run over here. We're gonna grab the something special. Again, the new set. So, like I said, here's your Death Knight set. It's all the tier 2 armor, unless you're a class like Death Knight that wasn't around for tier 2. This is the Demon Hunter set. I actually really do like the look of it. You guys can see it gives them some booba window there. This is the Druid set. It's Druids. This is still, to me, one of the better Druid sets because it's just fucking ominous. This is the Monk set. It definitely looks pretty nice. It's got the glowy eyes and everything. This is the Priest set, the Transcendence set. It also looks really, really good. This is the Rogue set. Okay, the Bloodfang set.
With Lord Walker Cho at the Storyteller's stage.
This is the Shaman set. Unfortunately, no sexy race can be Shaman. At least not on the Horde side. Kind of ironic. This is the Warlock set. AKA the Nemesis set. One of the OGs. definitely iconic. A lot of people would recognize it. And this is the warrior set, the Wrath set. Literally, you are a blade. I'm buying Warlock next. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like what I actually want here. I think, in all seriousness, now that I've bought my first 2 sets, everything only costs 20 and it will continue to cost 20. So I'm just going to grab the mage set. We're going to have it. I'm not going to worry about it. And then it's just going to go boom.
Punches, lucky doos, and loot.
You can see, like, this is how it would look on my mage. The shoulder pads are ridiculous. Welcome to the original mage set from back in the day. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of, like, need or desire to do any of that stuff. Also, while we're waiting on the queue, we can go do some stuff. So let's see. Oh, I need to answer the dude's question over here. So this guy, basically for 5 of the time walking badges, asks you various historical questions from WoW. Who is the original aspect of the Blue Dragon flight? I want to say it's Kalagos. But, yeah, no, it might have been Cindergosa. I don't know. Cindergosa, I think, is the one that's in Ice Crown. Draco was a tenacious warrior in life, but what combat role was he assigned in the afterlife? I don't know, rogue? There you go, I guess. I have no idea who that even is. Ain't got no clue. Oh, it's Malagos? Okay. Yeah, so many of the dragon names in WoW are very, very similar, very samey. And I actually have quite a bit of the time walking currency, because I did a lot of grinding on my characters, and I think so you can transfer them between characters. So you can see, like, I have over 5,000. I have easily enough to be able to purchase one of the like big mounts. So, like, for instance, I could get this Azure World Chiller bro here, but we'll see, because like at the current moment in time, this whole event lasts until like January, so I'm just abusing it and getting good stuff out of it as fast and as much as I can. But yeah, while we're waiting on the queue, we can basically... Actually, apparently I have this to turn in, so let's flip on back to my garrison. This is in, I think, Warlords of Draenor? Yeah. This is, for this expansion, this was like a buildable base that you could have. Interesting, but I don't really see much point to it, especially nowadays. Other than it's technically another hearth for me. But on my mage, stuff like that doesn't matter. I can't, like, mages can't get stuck because they always will have their portal. So, like, no matter what, I can always get somewhere, even if it's not necessarily to wherever my hearth is set. I can get somewhere nearby, usually. Infinite gold from garrisons? Okay, this is bad. Remember what I said about not getting stuck, chat? Oh boy. Just stuck falling. Well, we get to hope that the queue pops, chat. This is the one scenario where you can be stuck. If you are just permanently falling, there's nothing you can do. So this sort of thing would require either logging out and logging back in, or a dev ticket or something like that. So we could try logging out real fast. Oh no, it's SAO. We are stuck in the game, chat. We are stuck in the game. This is what I get for trying to be efficient. The game's like, no. You now get no efficiency. Here, let me turn myself into a blood elf. Okay. I've gotten uglier results. Damn, they're part of the puppy petting party. I have no idea what the hell to do about this. I just literally am going to sit here and hope that this happens. I mean, I could always force close the game and reload. I'm not sure what that would do to my queue. But I'm going to wait until we get to at least the 10-minute mark here. So another minute of falling. Yeah, see, so now you guys can see I'm actually... We only need 3 more heal... And it bumped me from that group because it's being an asshole. I don't know why Raid Finder works the way it does. Okay, it put me back in the same group. Now there just needs 2 more healers. Do they not have GMs or whatever anymore? Oh, they do. The only problem with that is if you try to submit a ticket, good luck. Like, it's going to take you, like... God, who knows how long. Like, if you submit a ticket, it'll usually tell you the average ticket response time is like 24 hours, which is just ridiculous. Like, can always try unstuck. I can. I have no idea if it will work. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, okay. Now it put me in a group with full healers and... Let's go! We're saved by the queue, chat. I don't know what's gonna happen when I try to come back out, but... Oh, someone declined the invite. Come on, you can do it. 1 more healer and 2 more. 2 more DPS. You can do it. I believe in you. It should hopefully work. Yeah, more. Just teleport from inside the instance. That's a very valid point. I will do that. Yeah, I will portal out of the instance. Screw actually sitting there and dying horrifically.
I have redirected forces loyal to me away from the entrance. Dispatch these guards before they can raise an alarm. Otherwise, remain an ally.
Just get kedged for that? Weird.
Again.
Stop casting.
Okay. I like how I was just getting the good stuff there. Ow. Don't mind me, just web cocooned to my death. Someone's bursting me out. I like how that guy was literally gonna do it to us again. Yeah, this is Nerubar Palace. This is the current raid tier. I probably just need to switch to Arcane. That's half my issue.
I need to target something first.
Yeah. And this is the very first boss. This one is not hard at all.
The pathetic conspirators
and yet people do fail.
Crawled from their holes to attack
Shit
my
Cocoon live
palace.
on stream, pretty
I
much.
appreciate you making the extermination of your
They're gonna pull. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my mirror images. There's only 2 people, 1 person that hasn't answered. Okay. There you go, they body pulled.
Watch your step.
Okay, nothing underneath me. One of the easy ways to be able to see if something's gonna be at you is you turn your camera down and you look at the ground. It is just a very old trick to be able to tell if a projectile is headed your way, because most MMOs nowadays will tell you if you're gonna end up like having something underneath you. You just have to make sure your toes aren't standing in it either.
Watch your step.
Man, no hot streaks. So there's gonna be a stack mechanic that's gonna show up right here. I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna reset my cooldowns. I'm actually surprised he hasn't done the stack mechanic.
This game. End this now.
Okay, he's gonna jump into the middle.
Relax.
He's gonna disappear.
Charging. Move.
That's kind of funny. My spell just went off into the distance there.
Charging. Move.
Gonna blink out of the way.
Charging. Move.
Blink out of the way again.
Charging. Move.
Easy AoE pack here.
Watch your step.
Gonna pick up one of these cocoons off the ground. You're literally gonna go run it to the boss.
Watch your step.
Again, you can see no webs beneath me. That guy's not moving, so I had to run out if I didn't want to take the stupid, easily mitigatable damage. I probably would have been fine because this is Raid Finder difficulty, which is like potato brain mode. But, good practice. You should not stand in things that are avoidable. You guys can see over on the left side, that's where my damage meter is. I am not appearing anywhere on the damage meter, which means I'm not in the top 7 DPS. Part of that's item level. The other part of that is my spec is not a good spec.
Let the royal guard
The
fish their
584
corpses from
back
the
piece.
pool. The harvest cannot be interrupted.
That's a shield. Do I actually want these as like side grades? Ow. I'll roll that transmog. I'll roll that for need.
Before they ruin the harvest.
Oh boy, a 6. Okay, make sure you loot the boss because there's extra stuff on there, including Nerebar Finery.
I must get closer.
Oh, turn the sound effects off.
I do not have a target. I need to target something.
And
first.
I've really got to emphasize that I'm playing an off-spec and I am not min-maxing this in the slightest. If this were old school raid CAD, you would see me going a lot harder on stuff. I would be trying basically a lot more to min-max things. I'm just taking this sort of thing easy. These are just easy weekly runs that I'm doing here rather than like actually trying to progression rate or anything like that. And that's because like my focus is still on streaming and stuff like that. To me, if your focus is raiding, it becomes very difficult to also stream at the same time. I do see people that do that. Kudos to them. I have done it myself even back in Final Fantasy. But to me, something eventually has to give. And so it's why, like, at the end of the day, I've been there, done that. I've raided for 20 years in MMOs. I don't need to keep raiding more.
Target something first.
Like, I don't mind raiding, but I also find that while raiding is a source of, like, fun, it can also just be a huge source of, like, drama and anxiety for people. It's like I don't mind taking on the boss battles and encountering the bosses, but I'm not somebody that gets off on the challenge of it anymore. Mostly because I don't really find most of the fights that challenging. I've seen all the mechanics before, and usually if I die, it's very rarely my fault. It's usually a like lack of healing or something like that. Like I did after stream last night, I did a quick raid finder for the final boss of this tier, and essentially I died on the fight before the final boss, and the reason I died was I had popped everything humanly possible that I could in my spec. I simply did not get healed, and so it's like at that point that's not a death that's on me. That's quite literally just on the healers not healing the group.
I need to target something first.
A lot of that boils down to just being able to avoid damage. Like, the more damage you avoid, the less likely you are to die. Mage, especially, which is the class that I play, is very squishy. But Mage has so many tips.
Frontal.
Or tricks, rather. It's kind of like Wizard in D&D in that regard, as opposed to, like, Sorcerer, right? Like, a Wizard in D&D is going to be somebody that just has a shit ton of spell options. That's what Mage is like. Mage is just, hey, I've got all these options, so it's more about knowing them and using the right tool at the right time.
Frontal. I require a target.
Yep. Hellfire can be nice for a chill raid. It really can.
Frontal. Frontal.
Oh god, where did that come from? The one spec I need to try out, because I've tried out Arcane and I've tried out Fire.
Frontal.
The one spec I really need to try out now is Frost. What? I don't like where he's going.
Frontal.
He was headed right at me. I couldn't tell if it was me or somebody else that he was on. But a big creature like that, if it hits me, I'm probably dead. So I better to blink and get the hell out of there. Okay, I didn't win any of the loot, so we'll go ahead and minimize that. There's a table right there. Gonna set target focus on the boss, but it shouldn't matter. So this boss is an interesting one. We stand on these islands. If we step in any of the goop, we will die.
3,
so we don't step in the goop. There we go. We got a hot streak proc. We're about to take full frontal blast here. Gonna help them with the ads.
I do not have a target.
There's an ad right on me right there. Don't step in the goop. Sometimes you're actually supposed to, depending on the fight. But yes, it is usually the rule of thumb is like, don't stand in the bad. I'm not going in that one because my experience has shown that everyone does.
Keep moving.
And it's just not normally a good idea. So I have the tentacle mechanic, as you can see here. Tentacles just follow you around.
Keep moving. Safe now.
And so there I took a little bit of damage because I tried to get a cast off.
Run out. Keep
This
moving.
is perfectly fine. I have my my hot streak going on. Basically, as long as I'm getting instant casts, I should be okay.
Run.
Okay, this is a clear out mechanic that he does. Thankfully, being mage, I can get out of there real fast. And right back in. Needed to be using my mirror images there. I actually let them languish for a bit. Again, I'm just going to let them handle it. I'm going to stay on tentacle duty.
Keep moving. Safe now. Run out.
Is this Baron? Feels like it, right? Oh, I didn't get the cast slide off there.
Run out. Keep moving. Safe now.
Okay, now we're gonna pop some combustion.
Run out. Keep moving.
Okay, I got hot streak, so I have infinite pyro blast.
Safe now.
Got hot streak again.
Run out. Keep moving. Watch your feet.
Oh, I'm standing in the shit. I actually took my eye off the ball for a second there. Because I tried to double check the
Keep moving.
the health.
Safe now.
Interesting headpiece there.
My spies will provide access to the barracks above. Move swiftly.
I don't like the mace
You will not be
design.
alone until the queen realizes where you are.
Again, I got a great vault slot unlocked. That just means that I've done some of the weekly challenges enough to get free loot at the end of the week. Definitely nice. Bacons. Those are theoretically better than what I'm currently wearing. So I will try to collect them. Ooh, I rolled a 100. Eat thine dick. There we go. Don't see the poison spit? Yeah, basically on LFR, so looking for raid, this is much easier. It's dumbed down. There's not nearly as many like big mechanics, so you don't have to do too much. I'm actually trying to pull up my arcane build. The stack markers in 14 stand had a bad mechanic.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, I don't like how much Final Fantasy... So stack markers to me aren't bad, but I really dislike the like mechanics that they have where you're supposed to pass a like buff or a debuff to someone else, because those are incredibly like latency based depending on server side issues. And there's been way too many times over the years where I remember watching as like, you know, somebody would not pass it, not because they didn't perform the mechanic correctly, but simply because the server tick just actually screwed them. And so it's like, I've never liked how Final Fantasy handled certain mechanics. WoW has always been very much
I
like...
require a target.
I'm not going to say it doesn't have like convoluted stuff. It does, but it's always been... Once you know what the mechanic is, it's very straight and to the point. It's usually just a performative mechanic in some way, shape, or form, like a DPS check or something. So, that's why. And you guys can see that first boss had a stack marker. That second one didn't, but...
Sound the alarm.
Frontal.
You now get no full frontal nudity. I interrupt you. So I do have Blast Wave and Dragon's Breath, both of which can cancel enemy actions. So it's very helpful on trash mobs like that. Those mobs do a like frontal cleave, but not if they can't get it off.
Frontal.
I do not have a target.
Same thing, I also have Wing Buffet. This is unique to my race.
Frontal.
This is a Drakthir only ability. So it's one of my racial abilities. I've also liked how WoW handles racial abilities for the most part. It at least gives each race its own unique flavor and a reason to play as it. And it's one of the really, really cool things about it. Okay, so this is the Spell Slinger rotation. I forgot they changed to that. I haven't touched Spell Slinger, so I have no idea. I could switch to it, but it may gunk some stuff up for me.
Frontal.
I require a target.
Change from Blood Elf to Drakthir? No, so I still have a Blood Elf mage. This is my other mage. So Aurelia is when I came back to the game, my old mage was gone. So I made Aurelia as a mage and she was a Blood Elf. Now I recovered that old mage through account services and I have chosen to re-level this and make it my new main. The only problem is I have to re-level and re-gear it. So my old mage slash new mage is at 608 item level. This one's only at 590. So we're catching it up, but that's why I'm doing things like Raid Finder and stuff like that. I don't even see that that Creamy or Ash are on tonight either, so oh great, I have Fixate on me. So you can see not only do I have a tether indicating that this is the case, I also have little eyeballs above my head that are blinking, telling me that something is fixating on me and trying to come get me. You guys can see all the buttons that I'm pressing down here as well. Basically, I have a somewhat complex form of keybinds. They're not bad, but they're what I use in every MMO. So I have my first row, which is 1 through 12, and I have an MMO mouse. I've always had it. But my first row is 1 through 12. My second row is 1 through 12, but with control added. And my third row is 1 through 12, but with alt added. So control, alt, and just neither is how I handle each row. So it's like, oh, okay, I need alt 3.
I cannot use that
boom,
item
there
yet.
you go. I actually hit alt 4 there. Whoops. Oh, that actually is a trinket I have equipped. Whoopsie.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're gonna still hard cast the Pyroblast. I'm not gonna lose that much time off of it. So last I checked, a lot of people don't handle this mechanic right. If you guys have ever fought Ravana, from Final Fantasy 14. This boss is very similar. You can see people are having to spread. The boss charges to each of them, and then they leave basically a like shadow on the ground. And essentially what you need to do is, if you're one of the people that after he charges gets targeted with the debuff, you need to make sure that it is targeted at one of those remaining shadows where people put it. Okay, you guys can see this is Rain of Arrows. I've got some spicy stuff here where I'm gonna have to dodge. A lot more difficult on the higher difficulty levels, but it's not too bad.
My blade always finds its mark.
I literally got charged through there because they positioned that one so weird. Happens though.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Okay, we got a hot streak, so I have infinite, well, it went away. Okay, I targeted that one, so he got that shade put away.
It's time to clean your filth.
This is Rain of Arrows again. I actually got hit by the first one, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ice cold cooldown. That's gonna heal me.
Flesh was made for cutting.
I'm gonna teleport back in. I'm gonna use shifting power. It's gonna reduce all my other cooldowns again. So I'll get ice cold back again should I need it. I also get my shield back, and I lower the cooldown on my main nuke skill there, combustion.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Flesh was apparently made for cutting.
Watch your step.
Technique.
Rain of Arrows. I'm gonna stay nimble here. Got another hot streak. Okay, it expired, so we canceled the cast. Because I don't want to hard cast Pyroblast. For Mage, Pyroblast is a really powerful fire spell. Think of it like Mega Fireball, basically. Unfortunately, it has like over 3 seconds of cast time, so you really don't want to hard cast it, other than at the beginning of a fight, if possible.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Oh, we got hot streak again. Gonna mess up my rotation a bit. Gonna go ahead and use my shifting skill to lower the cooldowns again.
Watch your step.
We also need to clear out because he is doing a sweep. The room-wide AoE there.
Flesh was made for cutting.
I'm hard casting a Pyroblast. I really don't want to do that. Ooh, another hot streak.
I do not have a
And dead.
My execution.
Yeah, I got to get better at playing fire, but it's still a very straightforward build for the most part. Feet. I objectively have better than these feet, so I'm not going to roll them. I like the look of the pole arm. The color scheme looks a lot better on like normal and heroic, but still looks pretty nice. Oh boy, double feet. Greed roll that. Yep, there we go. Dude, Jim the Dragon be cleaning up right now. He sounds a bit like Ravana. He really is. Oh, okay, so sorry. So that was the end of that segment of the raid. There's technically like a full raid, and oh no. Ah! What is something really fast queue for? Do a time walking dungeon. Problem is the penalty for a time walking dungeon is going to be hefty. I need something that's gonna teleport me. Okay, yeah, so Headless Horseman's a 2-minute queue. Did you try the unstuck option from the help menu? I tried slash unstuck. Is it from the help? Let's see. Where's help? Stuck character servers? Oh yeah, this happens all the time. I had to do this back in the day. Bro. You've been disconnected. Okay, so while that's going on, let's go back to my evoker. I can at least do an Ulduar run in the meantime. Game, heard you say you could never get stuck. Oh, that was like instant freaking karma, man. I don't know what it is for me lately, but that is just how I be.
Mortal insects.
Oh, right, I was in Firelands. I need to finish up that run at some point, but there's a lot of like complex shit to do for that, so I'm not gonna bother with it. We're gonna Hearth. Yeah, so this is the Evoker set. It looks really, really nice. I just wish I could like change what color it is. Would just pop your Hearthstone? Yeah. What it used to do. Okay, so... trying to think about where I want to go. You can fly like this is with any mount, but Drakthir can do it without a mount, which is kind of nice. It's not that big of an advantage, but they do have a slightly higher fly speed, and personally, I prefer it because you're not nearly as big as an actual mount. Instead of equipping the staff, nice. Okay, so chat, if you guys have never seen Ulduar, we're gonna go do my Ulduar run because I am collecting the pieces for the Mace Legendary on this character. Okay, and if anyone's curious, this is my build on Evoker. I am an Augmentation Evoker, which is a hybrid damage dealer slash buffer. And I am the Scale Commander variant. Oh, I just hit a mountain. Which is... it's not quite as supporty, but it is, like, still good. Ulduar. Ulduar should only have a normal, right? Yep, it does. There was no heroic back when Ulduar was a thing. Time to look for the TPD on the way there. Wait, what do you mean the TPD? I ran out of my vigor here. I'm gonna wait till it gets me the blue glow on my There we go. Sometimes you have to tip downward, but whenever you're blue glowing, you will keep regenerating. And so from there, you can kind of cheat by basically just flapping upward, because whenever you do a special move, you'll keep regenerating. Okay, so here's Ulduar. I love Ulduar. Ulduar is still just a fun raid.
I have many lucky doos to come you like.
That's from the Firelands raid. Just me selling old transmog stuff. And the sounds playing are the sounds of... That's crap. I know that's crap. It's the sound of me getting a new glamour, a new transmog appearance. I like how I'm somehow managing to avoid all these guys. Word of the Red Widow? Oh, nice. Looks good. Mystery meat. I probably just aggroed. But they're not fast enough to actually properly catch me. How long left in the 20th anniversary event? It goes through like January, so you still got plenty of time. The big deal is you need to get to 100 of the celebration tokens, and then like anything you do basically will make them farmable.
Broken the defenses of Ulduar. In a few moments, we'll be dropping into...
I need to target something first.
What's that? Be careful, something's headed your way. Quickly, evasive action! Evasive action!
I must get closer.
Entities detected. System failure. Protocol activated. Primary target engaged. The minus 30 seconds to reevaluation.
Too far away.
I have to like kill all these pieces of crap because they're all just aggroing since I pulled the boss. You can see they're not really doing anything to me, and I'm basically one-shotting everything that I'm attacking.
I must get closer.
Okay, now they should all be dead. Where? Where the heck is the... Oh, okay, there it is. God, it's hiding. Oh, I'm in combat, so I can't do this. There. Now I should be out of combat. This first boss is always the most annoying one. Him and Yogg are basically my most hated and reviled.
Many deals for a friend.
This weapon? Oh, it looks nice.
Like you. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
See you
later. Ready to help. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my bags and we're going to sort my bag. If it will sort. Please sort. Can I not do that in combat? I hate this game.
Too far away.
Okay. Right.
I am out of
That
range.
you could live. There we go. All right, now they're coming to repair. These guys basically repair each of the harpoons, and then we are going to use it to pull down the asshole dragon that is shooting at us. Because he do that. Something interesting with the Drakthir? Oh yeah, what?
Too far away.
Only one option if you want to be a Drakthir tank.
I am out of range.
Yeah, Prot warrior, right? I'm trying to think, because it's just your base classes. Of which the base classes, yeah, because they don't like to be druid either. Gotta be warrior, yep.
I am out of range.
Okay, one more harpoon turret. You're not getting to them. Just have to get him tethered with the 4th harpoon and down he comes. There are bosses like this where there are gimmicks. And before you would have to like keep the fire off them, keep the enemies from hitting them. But now, easy. I don't think I had one of those.
Lucky doos, you like?
Oh, whelp.
May your feet find good trails.
The ironbound proto-whelp. Okay, clean that up. There we go. Now it should be easier. So these are the fragments of Valanir. And I need 30 of them, of which I only have 5 at the moment. So
I am out of range.
I'm gonna have to keep doing Ulduar clears.
The weapons used to reclaim this world.
This makes it a lot easier to see what I need to sell.
Like you.
Interesting back.
Good fortune to our friends.
Remember on here's the snoozer boss, tons of RP. Yeah, I mean he sits there for a bit, but Yogg's worse. Yogg, you have to just literally wait as the girl's like, yes, do it, kill them, and you just sit there for like 2-3 minutes. I think my guild made 2 Vals during Wrath Classic. Yeah, we made several, I think. The issue was like most people didn't like want it, I think, originally. It was a good healing item, but it was what it was. Right down he goes, steal his loot. Very quickly here.
I have many, many wares.
Belt of the Dragon. Yep.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Farewell, friend of the Grommels. So we're gonna teleport to the antechamber. And now the actual real run starts. Really? Stunned? You shouldn't even be able to hit me.
Too far away.
And Evoker can do this bunny hop where you actually move faster than you normally would.
I must get closer.
It's certainly quite nice.
You will not defeat the Almighty
I need to target something.
Your demise.
Well, they're dead. I don't know if I have to actually touch these things or not.
The Iron Council and unlock the Archivum.
I just like the dungeon with Leroy
bots.
Jenkins. That is Blackrock Spire, I think. I don't remember which one it is. Is it Spire or is it Lower Blackrock? There's Upper and Lower Blackrock Spire, and then there's Blackrock Depths. It's Upper Blackrock? Okay. Yeah, it's wherever the whelp room is. Did I have teleported back there? I don't even remember. Yeah, you can actually have the Jenkins title, which apparently I do from back in the day. Like I have a couple of the old titles, like Champion of the Frozen Waste, Champion of the Naru. I don't even think you can get the Crusader one anymore either. At least I don't think.
Master,
I require a target.
they go.
Master, I come. Okay. Holy crap, game. My record so far is 3 of the same item. I'm curious if the game will ever give me 4. Well, that's not bad. I actually like the glowy thing on the handle. You know, I don't know if you need to kill him or not, but I'm gonna kill him. Oh, they didn't even aggro on me. That's funny. Oh, he's supposed to come back to the left there. Hey, Wood, thank you for the 33 months. Appreciate it. How you doing?
You will suffer for this trespass.
I think I have to literally kill everybody in here.
I am released from his grasp. At last.
Happy WoW, Cad. I'll be lurking. Yes, no problem. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, there's a fragment. We also got the bow avalanche. Oh, that's a nice looking bow. Not too ostentatious, just looks good. Oh, there's a boss right there. Yeah, she kind of has a bit of a scream. Don't mind that. That was a scream, yeah. She's infamous for doing that whenever she dies. Because it's just like, dude, holy crap, you did not have to go so far. That's the other bow. Actually got 2 of it. Wait, you. I remember you.
Interlopers.
Okay, I needed to go into the middle.
Dare to interfere with my sport will pay. Wait, you?
I remember you.
In the mountains. But you? What is this?
Thorin, my lord! Why else would these invaders have come into your sanctum but to slay you? They must be stopped!
Don't step in the middle, that can stun you if I remember correctly.
Impertinent whelps! You dare challenge me atop my pedestal?
I need him to drop down.
Myself.
Impossible! Lord Thorin, I will bring your foes a frigid death!
Stay your arms! I yield. You, fiend! You are not my beloved! Begone! Behold the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar. Left my kingdom in ruins.
Oh, I'm still in combat, which means there's something running to me.
My wife. And now it falls to you, champions,
annoying.
to avenge us all. The task before you,
Here you go, chat.
is great,
Upskirt.
but I will lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
Oh, look, they brought friends. Okay, now I can open it. Another fragment. Let's go. We've gotten 2 so far this run. I'd like to aim for 5A run, but I've already run this 2 weeks in a row, and I only got 1 fragment last week. So I think it's much more likely that I only end up getting like 2 to 3 a run. The good news is I can mount in here. This is Freya's room.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Gives me the opportunity to sell.
May your feet find good trails.
His hold on me dissipates.
Give me your loot, woman.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, good. Okay, I still am keeping the ruined orbs. I don't want to sell the ruined orbs, like vendor them, because that might cause problems if I need them in making the legendary. They do drop like crazy the whole time, but I'd prefer not to have to buy them when I could have easily looted them myself. Oh, damn it. Wait, my neck on my evoker's that bad? Holy crap. So now, from here, I can actually speed up the run by just teleporting to Spark of Imagination. For some odd reason, when you kill Freya, you just immediately have Memoron's teleport unlocked. I'm not sure why, but I'll take it, because it just saves a really stupidly long tram ride. So this is definitely something that would otherwise be the longest fight. But because of that, it totally cuts it down. So now I just have to wait for Memoron to LARP his way into creating basically Megazord.
Now, before you change your minds, remember that you kind of owe it to me after the mess you made with the XT002.
Alright, so we beat his first machine.
Wonderful! Positively marvelous results!
We sit here, we do the Macarena.
9%, barely in debt, moving right along.
Macarena. He's gonna jump from there to the middle.
Behold, the VX001.
And now we have to kill the second one.
Personnel assault cannon.
What was it? But I believe you can transmog, you can collect anything you can wear or use that isn't specifically for your class, right? No, so you are still restricted to whatever your class wears. But you can collect it for other classes. So like, if I get, say, a two-handed mace to drop on my mage, I still have that glamour, that transmog for other people. So it's really nice. Like I said, to me, the only thing WoW is missing is like the ability to dye gear. Though I kind of understand why WoW doesn't allow for it. And it does have other like, oh, did I just, whoops.
Preliminary testing phase complete.
Pretty sure I killed him and he just ported back up and was back alive again. Now he's gonna combine the 3 parts.
Gaze upon its magnificence. Bask in its glorious
Glory.
glory. I present you with V07TRON.
I just one-shot all 3 of its parts at the same time.
It would appear that I've made a slight miscalculation. I allowed
Blade
my
Ward
mind
illusion.
to be corrupted by that fiend in the prison, overriding my primary directive. All systems seem to be
So that's another. Illusions are basically things that you can put on your weapons. They're like weapon enchantments, and so they just look like if you had a weapon enchantment equipped. If you wanted to transmog that. Okay, now we want the shattered walkway. This will teleport me back to the beginning of the like hub area here, and then we're gonna run down and we're going to fly over to the left over here, ironically enough where Freya stands, but this is not where we went into Freya. This is actually the side offshoot over here, and this leads to Yogg. Easy kill, apparently easy loot. It didn't do that before, yeah. So you could collect for other like weapon and armor types, but you couldn't collect other class sets. So like if there was a specifically like paladin piece that I picked up on my mage, it didn't count. But apparently they started making that what they call future warband collectible, and what they did is they were logging what you had collected so that when they patched it later, you would just have it on those like available, as opposed to not allowing you to even collect it at all. And actually this most recent like big patch here, like the anniversary patch, enabled us to get Underworld Mantle. Oh, that's not bad looking. The variant of the Kirin Tor set. It allowed us to actually just straight up collect now. So there's no more restriction on that front. So this is the more annoying fight if you ask me.
Soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Yes, yes, show them no mercy. Give no
pause to your attacks. Yeah, I've heard that line way too many times.
Guide your blows.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows. She's like getting off on it. So basically, if memory serves me, she's trying to help us get rid of Yogg, like so that he doesn't revive. And she's helping us kill like these guardians, but she ends up getting possessed by Yogg himself. Like there's a lot of story here in these games, and I don't do it justice.
Yes, show them no mercy.
Especially like the early expansions had really good story. You can see why I consider this one to just be the more annoying of the two.
Far away.
I just have to sit here killing stuff. Sarah, or are you talking about playing Galsera?
Yes, yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks. Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
You have to kill them on top of her? Nah, you're good.
Yes, yes, show them no mercy.
I must get
Give no
closer.
pause to your attacks. Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
See, there you go.
The monster in your nightmares.
The fiend of 1,000 faces. Cower before my true form.
Trying to get alone in the dark, yeah.
Down before the god of death.
Okay, open up the portal.
Madness will consume you.
Bad news, sire.
I must get
mortals
closer.
before the coming of the end.
The clans are united under Black Hand in this assault. They will stand together until Stormwind has fallen.
I am out of
Gul'dan
range.
is bringing up his war.
Here we go. We had to kill the eye that was inside Yogg. And then we kill Yogg.
Target something first.
Is finally upon you, and all who inhabit this miserable
Yeah, I got no light in the darkness done back in the day.
Gargerog,
it was definitely annoying. I made that look easy compared to how it used to be. Oh, right, it's over here. So that's the last quote-unquote boss of Ulduar. Oh, looks like we got yet another fragment, so we're now at 8. See, there's the other ones. But there is one other boss, and we're going to go back to the antechamber for that. Ah, we got the mace again. The mace looks really nice. I actually have that as one of my glamours on my death knight. Several chest pieces here. Ah, creeping tentacle. My favorite. How many fragments do you need to make, Val? You need 30. So it's still gonna take quite a bit. Like, I'll probably take a good, like, 5 more weeks to get it, at least. So once you kill everything, if you do it fast enough, basically you spawn this extra boss called Algalon the Observer. And this is, to my knowledge, this is where you first really get any hint of the Titans. Because I believe he's an observer for the Titans, if memory serves me. And it's like, he comes to Azeroth to see if it's filled with corruption. And if it is, it's basically his role to purge the planet. Which is kind of funny. Because he goes down the whole route of like, oh, I just don't care. So there's Braun taking his time.
We did it, lads. We got here before Algalon's arrival. Maybe we can rig the systems to interfere with his analysis. Wherever the action is.
And then he arrives.
Translocation complete. Commencing planetary analysis of Azeroth.
He's basically like an AI.
Stand back, mortals. I'm not here to fight you.
Well, unfortunately for you, Algalon.
It is in the universe's best interest to re-originate this planet should my analysis find systemic corruption. Do not interfere.
I'll head back
Your
to the archive and see if I can jam his signal.
All possible results for this encounter have been calculated. The Pantheon will receive the Observer's message regardless of outcome.
But I'm still kicking your ass.
See your world through my eyes. A universe so vast as to be immeasurable. Incomprehensible even to your greatest minds.
Behold the tools of creation.
Behold, you are a tool. So we kick his butt. Oh, we got another fragment. Sweet. Boundless gaze.
I have seen worlds bathed in the Maker's flames, their denizens fading without so much as a wink.
Yeah. Of course, Algalon. Yeah.
Time that it takes your
did a good run for fragments, huh? I did. That definitely turned around.
Throughout, my own heart devoid of
that was as good as the first week that I did it.
I have felt
nothing.
A million lives wasted. Had they all held within them your tenacity? Had they all loved life as you do?
He's still going. Yeah, it's basically like, because you fight him and beat him, he's like, damn, I guess even if there is some corruption here, like, life is so tenacious on this planet that we can't, like, get rid of it. Yeah, literally the first week I ran Ulduar, I got 4 fragments. The second week I got 1, and this week I got 4. I don't know why, but I'll take it. Where the heckity heck am I? Bro. I don't know why it moved me here. I have no friggin' clue. Got a raid finder. Now we'll do Secrets of Nerubar. That's the second part. Yeah, so again, you have this Great Vault, and the Great Vault basically determines your ability to get free rewards. Each week you can pick one reward out of the Great Vault. However, you have 9 potential slots for what that can be. So, as a result, you kind of just go like, oh, hey, okay, I really, really, really would like, you know, like X or Y thing. And so you're going to try to like get as much of this filled out as you possibly can. But it also scales based off the like gravity of what you do. So if you're doing, say for instance, like looking for raid tier of raids, I get the base reward. If I do normal, I get higher. If I do heroic, I get even higher. And if I do mythic, I get even higher rewards out of that. Void Seeker Kurlug. Sorry, I'm just...
I must get closer.
You never should have interfered, but I did.
I require a target.
I just killed him because he was a rare, and rares can sometimes give unique transmog. So we are sitting in the raid finder queue. You can see there's 6 minutes remaining on that. Actually, there is... That's Shadow Moon Burial Grounds. Where's the one I was doing before? There's Akendin. Wait, what is this? Light Talador? No, dude. I don't want that at all. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember what I was doing. So I was trying to farm a specific chest transmog out here. I'm supposed to go to my... whatchamacall, but I'm definitely not going to teleport my way out there. It's not worth... Especially since we saw what happened. I don't think I'll ever teleport to my garrison ever again because of that. Like, that is just not worth getting stuck and bricking the unit and having to let people unstuck you. Ulduar feels very nostalgic to me. It does to me too. Like, Ulduar has always been probably my favorite raid. I feel like it, out of every raid they have ever produced, Ulduar had the best design. I don't mean aesthetic, I mean design. It was really well done. As you can see, it was a very robust raid in terms of how many bosses it offered, how much loot it gave. But it also had basically different achievements, so that there was a ton for people to do. Yeah, there was no different difficulty level. The difficulty was self-imposed. You could fight different fights in different ways that made the fight harder, that earned you an achievement, that earned you a title or a mount. And that was really, really nice. I really liked that. And the raid that I was with, we did all of the achievements back in the day. So it was really a fun time. I don't want the Everblue, no, I want the Grim Rail. HM was added mechs. It was great. For Ulduar, there is no heroic for Ulduar. But yeah, that's like, it feels like Ulduar's where they got the idea to do heroic raid from. That like, they just kind of went back and were like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make that happen. Because I think they realized that like this was a good thing and players actually liked having the option. The only issue with heroic is it's not a self-imposed option, because what was good with like it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, right? What was good with
I got that.
what was good with Ulduar was that like you could do certain bosses on a harder difficulty, but not all of them. You could choose which ones you wanted to do, so that like you could choose to divvy up your time and resources rather than having to do a full run with everybody on harder difficulty. And I think that's something that, like, again, looking back, they just nailed that with Ulduar. It was such a good, like, malleable and versatile dungeon in that, or raid in that regard, as opposed to some of the other ones. Don't think that'll reset the raid, so we should be okay. Bit hard, but like pressing the button. Oh, okay, yeah. And it's like it really was a nice thing that they added that. So yeah, I'm specifically coming back in here to see if I can get a chest glamour for plate gear, because I really like the look.
Stop asking and get back to work.
I got that for you! Ow! Sleep time.
Still didn't get it. Is what it is. It's entirely possible that this fails, so I'll continue to play as if it's not gonna pop, and if it pops, it pops. There you go. So it almost didn't. Oh yeah? Somebody thinks they're hot shit because they got the yak. But check out my Brutosaur.
You dare challenge the might of my empire?
I don't want to stand in that. But yeah, I would love to see them bring back something more like Ulduar, because it was such a fun thing. In the same way that I really liked like Naxxramas back in the day. Naxxramas was kind of modular, so you could just do different wings, and it was good. Like, I feel like that sort of design has always served WoW very well. And it's something that, to me, they need to take to heart a little bit more into the future. But I think I kind of see that. Like, well, yes, the dev staff for WoW is making some occasional mistakes. It does at least feel to me that they're beginning to revisit some of the older concepts and content and go, hey, what if we did just kind of remake this for modern times? How would it look? And what would it be? Because you guys can see these are spiders all again. So this is kind of like Ice Crown all over again in that regard. I do not think the DPS in this group is very high. Good news is that should mean that I rank a little bit better. The bad news is that means we're going to struggle bust some of this.
Your conspiracy is doomed.
Doom! Now, chat, upcoming, we have my favorite boss in the whole raid. He's a guy that really likes to LARP. and you'll see what I mean. Like, he's your typical shonen protagonist. He has to shout out all of his abilities.
I do not have a target.
Oh, I'm being pulled and silenced at the same time. Here he is, Rashanan.
Tear you apart!
Biting rain.
Ravage!
Ravage.
No escape!
No escape.
Brutal claw!
Brutal claw.
Poison sky!
Poison skies.
Searing wake!
Searing wake. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to blink this. Somebody fucked up.
Ravage!
So there you go. Basically, you're supposed to point those away from the raid, and somebody ran it through the raid.
My spawn must feed!
I shouldn't be casting. That's a bad habit of mine. Is I keep casting Scorch in the middle of combustion, and I need to not do that because Scorch is an auto crit move.
Brutal claw!
Brutal claw. Dodgers tied it, scoring 5 in the 5th. Oof.
Rolling carnage! Brutal claw!
I told you guys, he literally announces everything.
Poison sky! Active devour!
Bullets out.
Ravage! Brutal claw! No escape!
Oh, nice. Nice positioning, actually. They got it out to the sides, at least. I normally don't see people actually execute, like, mechanics properly in LFR. Like, they usually will, like, one of them will do it, but not everybody. But there, everybody that had the ability kind of executed correctly. Oh, that little fuck, he's running. Dude, let me target you. Yeah, you can see I'm like down here at 11. Like, I don't feel like fire is doing good. I need to like switch to arcane and see if I'm doing, you know, better with that. Because that'll kind of tell me a lot if I am.
Poison sky!
No escape. Oh my god, he's still not dead? Really? Jesus. Level 600 back. Crit haste. Not the best, but oh, actually I kind of like the look of it. Unfortunately, this is like all types. Everyone's gonna roll on this sucker. Everybody. 587 neck. That is poop. I don't want to jinx it, but I am surprised by that. Plates. Dusk thread lining. Khazalgar tailoring. I'll aim for that. That is shoulder item 587. Oh my god, I won the back. What? What? Am I gonna win 2 pieces off a single thing? This can't be. This never happens. I only ever get one. I won 2 pieces. What?
Frontal.
Yeah, it's soulbound, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. You're lucky, you're lucky. Oh, I know. It's just like, usually I'm lucky to even get a single drop out of a run. So that is definitely nice. I don't like that back is 6 out of 8 already, though. That's just... bleh.
None of you shall leave this place.
Oh, okay, they killed it.
Desiccated
I was totally not
corpses will be a
looking.
testament to any who oppose me. There is no need for us to entertain this filth any longer. The only thing that concerns us now is my ascension.
My ascension. How does that piece look like that? Oh yeah, no, that is how the mage set looks. The mage set does not look good as far as I'm concerned. Not in this tier. One of the reasons I'm kind of glad they do have transmog, because like we didn't used to have transmog back in the day. It was like, oh, this is just how your shit looks, get fucked. If it looks bad, it be bad, and you stuck with it. Hey, what's up, CZ? Vanilla clown suits, yep.
Frontal.
Yeah, we're up to 592. That got us 2 new item levels. The thing I would really like to get a upgrade to is my weapon. My weapon is just hot garbo, and I need to do something about that. The new set has better stats, but looks like shit. Yeah, it just happens.
Interrupt.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I got you. Here, let me continue to keep interrupting all of the enemies because I can do it over and over and over again. Even though nobody else seemingly can. With that lag. Ah! There's that ash hole.
I do not have a target.
I assume Ash was busy with work today.
Interrupt.
Oh, I can't interrupt him. Oh, that scarab gonna yeet. Need to make sure I get yeeted this direction, not the other way.
I need to target something first.
Finally back home from Japan. Jet lag sucks. Nice. I didn't even realize you were in Japan, King. I hope you had fun. He just deleted. Who the fuck pulled? Oh no, I'm stuck.
Special coming.
I'm just gonna go run over here. Because I can probably get away from this. I need the boss to kill everybody else.
Target you.
Damn, the fixate got me. They were able to see me. Oh! Oh my god, I made it out! Let's go! What is this luck? Holy shit! So I did not count as being in combat with the boss somehow. Let's go! That saves me a repair bill. God being lucky, but well, that was my plan, was to stay away from them and then just pop invis. And then in doing that, then surely, you know, I'll just be invisible and the rest of the people will die and he'll reset. But then he spawned the ads and the ads can, I guess, see through invisibility. So it was like, oh shit. Leroy? Yep. Actually a similar fight. We have to break these eggs before the boss does with his he spawns a puddle of poop because he breaks the container and the poop keeps expanding around the map. It's this big like dark blue like ooze. And so you have to break the eggs before the ooze breaks the eggs. If you break the eggs, they hatch prematurely and you can kill the ads fairly easy. If he breaks the eggs with the ooze, they're like super mutant versions and like you don't want to have to fight those. They're very, very beefy.
Five, 4, 3.
I knew it every freaking time, man.
Special coming.
I get a hot streak proc. Boom, there's the... That's not the ooze I was talking about. This is just an AoE dodge mechanic that he throws out every now and then. So that's the destroy egg thing. You can see some of the people have it. And because they have the appropriate mod, they'll actually emote about it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. If there's one spell that I can't interrupt, it's that spell.
I require a target.
I probably shouldn't be using my AoE there. I should probably be using single target. So you can see the black puddle of ooze that's growing behind him. Over there to the top right of the screen. Oh, I muted my sound on accident. Lower the cooldowns back again. I think there's just the one there. Oh, that's gonna kill me if that hits me again. Hey, how about you stop doing that? See, nobody else is taking care of Mr. Worm there.
I need to target something first.
So this is already problematic. We have a couple of deaths and people are not doing the mechanic.
Special coming.
Now he's gonna go blow up another container, so you can see that's how it should look. Oops, threaded the needle right there. You missed the Ravana boss, Bob. I'm amazed in Raid Finder I still have not had to do the egg mechanic, which like in all the harder raids it happened to me quite a bit. Oh, fixate on me. That is very bad. I do not wish to be fixated in this fight. Okay.
Move to cross.
Whew, there we go. Looks like we'll get the job done, but this was a little bit spicier than it needed to be. Again, people are not actually focusing the ads.
I do not have a target.
There we go. We got it. All right. What do we have loot-wise? I have boots with the fur. They're the exact same ones that I have. Oh, they also have indestructible on them. I never realized that. That's interesting. Blackbrood injectors. Don't care.
Well done. The Queen is furious.
Trinket for healing spells. Weird.
Keep pushing.
Mercurial egg is a weird one. I need to very, very quickly double check that because there is a like tier list for these sorts of things. So we're just going to go look that up on the side. I'm going to slowly run towards the boss so that they don't think I'm AFK and just not rolling for no damn reason. Let me go check it. Here. Best in slot. Trinkets. Our next Mercurial egg is a B rank. The explanation is that it is... Double trinket, try to use it, but you have to move a ton so that you maintain the primary stat buff. That said, it's not a real issue if you don't.
Frontal.
I'll take it. Whatever. Assuming I even get it. I did. Sweet. Okay. So that takes away the dilemma that I would have if I had gotten it. Thank you, Darty, for the resub. How's it going tonight, bud? We're doing some LFR rating. I see Ash is on his monk. But I haven't seen Ash in here. Where's that Ash? I see. He's up here. I feel bad. But nice, yes, you did get the absolutely nice number. Fantastic, Darty. Grim Cons, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Oh boy.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target.
Yep. Tomorrow's a different day, at least, indeed. All right, let's try to get a little bit of AoE out of that.
Grunter.
Whee!
I do not have a target.
I still like Hot Streak is still fun to use. Like fire doesn't seem to really do it for me performance-wise, but I still like playing fire. It still is a fun spec to me. And now we get to play basically
and I cannot leave any loose ends.
Yuri on Ice. I don't know what the hell you call this. This is basically we're gonna slide around this whole arena here. Oh, and somebody instant folds. We're not even gonna do the pyrocast pull.
Marked for death.
Watch your step.
Void take
You guys can see we're going to slide along. And it works out perfectly.
Stay away from lines.
Okay, don't have to worry about the lines there.
Watch your step.
That is a lot of rifts. We are going to just get the heck out of there. We're going to hope that they equal balance me to an extent. You can cast if you're not, like, moving. However, the second you attempt to move on your own, it will not allow you to channel a cast.
Stay away from lines.
Ooh, that's spicy.
What?
Devouring darkness. Quick and painless.
Thankfully, fire's got a lot of instant cast ability, so like,
Surrender to the night.
it's not too bad.
Line on me.
Okay, there's just a line on me, so I'm just not gonna move. Line on somebody else there. I'm gonna pop my shield for not to get hit by somebody else's line. Oh my god, I'm like right in the middle of that. Basically, for these sorts of phases, you want to move as little as humanly possible. that you can just focus on casting. Unfortunately, everybody around you is constantly doing that stuff. This I can already tell this will be a bad placement.
Watch your step.
So if I stand right here, I should be roughly in the middle of them. This is perfect, actually. They somehow got this correct.
Final twilight.
So you can see the pull on each of these was basically the same. And so that just kind of let me do.
Stay away from lines.
I need to target
There you go.
something first.
Again, performance still just utter dog trash. I just need to switch to arcane.
Impressive. But did you believe you were fighting the real thing? I will
A
leave
crossbow.
the queen to you. I get paid regardless.
2
I will
crossbows,
let your
holy crap.
bounties grow before I
Male
collect.
wrists.
Until then,
And double dreadful
watch your
slayers
back.
icons. That is just very boring loot. But this is the end of this segment of the raid, if I remember correctly. So I think that's why you see people leaving. I do have a couple of greed rolls here, so I'll wait to see if somebody does it, but I don't think I win any of this. But yeah, that is how raiding in this tier works. It gets a little bit more difficult. Usually it takes longer if you're not fighting on LFR, but LFR, people got no chill. They just pull and they just go. I forget about TPing out to avoid the void. That's true, yes. Yes, you can do that. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Like, oh, no, not vote to kick. Wait, no, where am I? Hold on, there. Leave instance group. Transport me back. But yeah, it's interesting because I don't know if there's like really much I can do. Like I guess I can queue for BRD. Let's queue for BRD. Unfortunately, the BRD gear has like just a shit ton of versatility, which makes it bad for most classes that aren't tank. But oh, I didn't. Oh, it reset on its own. Interesting. I guess because I was in a different instance. But yeah, versatility is just normally a very bad stat. However, it's the second worst bad for fire, because fire is really like fire really hates crit because so much of it is auto crit, which is probably one of the other issues that I have. Is my like all of my pieces are just loaded with crit. So that's why I'm saying like I think I need to just pick a different spec and just go for it. Because I've played Arcane a bunch on the other mage, and it was relatively like it's a little wonky at first to learn, but it's actually pretty intuitive once you get it down. It's the really annoying part that I don't want to actually min-max is paying attention to every single proc.
I must get closer.
If you do it, it's a lot better, but I don't really want to. So it's like I think I could probably do it if I set up my weak auras, but oh god, it is just annoying, to say the least. But fire seems to be really tough to itemize for, because on other builds I would welcome crit. On fire, because of all of its auto crit and the way the gear works, it's just not ideal. Holy crap, you have got to drop a chest piece at some point, you asshole. Is there anybody else in this run that actually even drops it? Okay, looks like they all can, so we're gonna make the most out of this. I don't even know how you get to the next part of this. Through here? I think it's through here. Card stuck halfway into the wall, yeah. This is a cutscene in my random dungeon. Weird. Well, my legs are broken. How do you do, fellow conspirators? Okay, you can't go over any of that. That's kind of annoying. You can blink past packs, though.
Formation! Come on, swines! Move like you signed up for this!
Where you running to, big boy?
Who dares challenge me?
Me dares challenge you. Wait, what?
Give them all you got! Ha! Let's take this. I didn't even...
I don't know what that was. Oh, we got the cloth chest. Actually, this is out of the cloth chest glams that you can get from this expansion. This is one of the better ones, in my opinion. Don't mind me just burning alive. What portal you got there, bro? You're gonna make me kill you, aren't you? Okay, nobody dropped a... What the... Oh, it's a boss. Please don't emote for long. Yeah, I think that was everybody from that. Yep. That was everybody. We got a staff. Looks terrible.
I have many wares.
We got the leather chest too. This is a Draenor dungeon, if I remember that right. Yeah, I want the plate chest glam out of there, but it's just not cooperating. I'm just farming it on normal too, so it's repeatable. But I found out the other night that, like, I guess there's a hard limit. Oh my god, how many times is somebody gonna reject this? Yeah, there's a hard limit. So, like, it's just kind of a problem. Whoops, that's what I wanted.
Emperor Thurzan has work to do. You will not interfere.
Yes, of course, it's for a different spec, you asshole. I guess I have to switch the spec first. Ow. Please don't just pull. You're just gonna pull, aren't you?
Your reign of terror ends now!
Hate these guys.
Face your doom, mortals!
Such a content drought? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of always been WoW's issue, right? Like...
Warrior of the Firelands, to me!
Dude, why are you bringing that closer to the boss, you asshole?
Serve your master.
Like, I assume he can do that from further away. God, somebody ran away with that. At least I get celebration tokens for this. This is again what you redeem to get rewards from the anniversary event.
I do not have a target.
There we go. So this is the latter part of Blackrock's Spire, if memory serves. Oh good, somebody pulled him down. They're dropping from lots of stuff, right? Yeah, I've already gotten over 100, so now like any time I kill a boss here or one of the world bosses, I get credit for it. So it's fairly nice in that regard.
I require a target. I need to target
You'll never
something
be able to
first.
defeat me.
I don't know what I need to do with this.
Your doom at the
I
hands of
don't remember this
Ragnar's
shit at
most
all.
powerful servant. Flee before me! The ground betrays you.
Yeah, I heard Draenor was just not good.
Guards, to my side!
Oh my god, can we stop?
Behold the might
They're
of
like
my
everywhere and nowhere all at once.
I am out of range.
Finish this.
I'm just gonna die. It's the healers can't keep up with that because there's the assholes up there on the edge. And that's the other problem is like people just got overzealous and just pulled the freaking boss.
Your insolence will be punished.
Minions!
The ground betrays you.
Yeah, I think the thing I didn't like about Draenor, like looking back, because again, I didn't play it at the time, but like looking back and having gone back to that area, is that Draenor was literally just Draenor again, right? Like Warlords of Draenor was us revisiting functionally Outlands. Like it was the exact same, they just changed it a little bit. And that's like, to me, it's like, okay, it's just kind of boring though.
Arise, servants of fire. Consume their flesh.
Well, I'm glad they got a bunch of the other people up at least.
Die. By fire be spared, my son. Pathetic.
No!
Yay, we did it!
Thorson was a great and honorable dwarf!
Good job, everybody. We did it. We.
You ruined my life! And the life of my unborn child!
What the hell? Okay. I did not get any actual loot. Yeah, those raids are still a little bit weird to me. You want faster queue for your next raid? Sure, Czar. Sure. Come on in. The water's fine. I would welcome that. I don't actually need to do these. I'm mostly doing them because it's on, you know, it's good content for stream. And it shows chat, like, what it was that we were doing. Okay, Czar's there. Let's queue up for the first one. You'll probably have to do the last one on your own, Czar, because, again, I already did it, so... Supposedly stolen? Oh, sure, yeah. It's fine.
Too far away.
Over there. Why do you keep asking?
Dude, I swear to God, one of these is gonna drop the freaking plate chest. Like, holy crap. I don't know how many boss kills I need to do to get it at this point. Getting kind of ridiculous. "15 minutes monk a W? Wait, really? Ain't no way." Okay. Apparently you have to kill all of those to progress the dungeon here. Especially with a healer, that's actually surprising. Oh, it just skipped me without the cutscene. Sweet. Yeah, I should have enough keys for an item at this point. Although I don't know what else happened to the rest of my keys.
Get up! Come on, swines! Move like you signed up for this!
Damn, that was a big arcane explosion. I did that after a blink, and it's like it took up the whole hitbox of the blink.
Who dares challenge me?
Me, I challenge
I do
you.
not have a target.
Give them all you got! Let's take this. I didn't even try.
Wait, epic upgrade? To a neck piece? Sweet, what a waste. Oh my God, he breathed me. He can't breathe on me like that. That's illegal. I can, and I will. And the Horde got screwed over with how their Huyo could create mud hits and all that. Wait, what? What are you trying to say?
I have many lucky do's come you like. Good fortune to our friends.
Yeah, are you guys all ready for the lotto? You guys done everything you need to do? Actually, I don't want to disenchant that. Their garrison? Ah. Yeah, let me see if I can switch my spec to arcane. This should make me a bit more viable. And it'll put me back in a build that I know I'm confident that I'm good in. Though admittedly, this is a change because I have not done the Spellslinger stuff. Riyadh. Oh shit. Mass barrier? Really? Doesn't feel right. Either way, I don't know what happened to my arcane explosion. It got ripped off my bar. I don't remember what used to be there. Time warp is supposed to be there. Oh, what was my 10 ability? What was this? Don't remember. Probably also read these. Arcane splinters embed themselves into their target, dealing arcane damage over 18 seconds. This affects stacks. It's definitely good for raid. That's definitely shit for burst. Conjures 8 arcane splinters. The surge is that 40% increased movement speed during altar time and evocation. Okay. Magi Spark explodes. You conjure 6 arcane splinters at random enemies. Oh, that is ass. Struck by an arcane orb, 20% of the direct damage dealt by an arcane splinter is also dealt to nearby enemies. Okay. 50% more damage based off your missing health. You can move during evocation? Yeah, it's a change that they made. I like it. % increased critical strike. 5% increased critical damage. Conjure 2 arcane splinters up to 4. An orb's damage is increased by 10%. Yeah, I think the spell slinger I'm supposed to be using arcane orb more. Oh. What do you mean launch an arcane orb? Like, they're gonna do it on its own? That's terrifying. I don't want that proccing on its own. I'll have to consider that. So there's mass polymorph. They're slow. Ice Nova. Improved Forced Nova. Yeah, Prismatic Barrier is probably better. It's just weird because on my arcane build I didn't have this before, so I suspect we had a different build. Imagine getting into high plus mythic plus key and randomly throw an orb into a mob, right? That's why I'm worried about this. Right now I gotta shift my focus back to this is arcane we're playing, bitches. Thankfully the synergy should work the same. A lot of this is just going to be needing to sync stuff up. Bro, approaches. Ready check pulls. Okay, somebody else did it. Would you look at that?
In a tide of magma. Behold the power of creation. I contain multitudes. Behold the power of creation.
See, chat, I switched my spec. Boom, I'm like 4th on DPS. Well, not if I die. Oh my god. Back here, everybody get barrier. Holy shit. The hell was that?
My mana is low.
That's a problem, though. And boom.
I need mana first.
Drown in a tide of magma. Rise, children! Under pressure.
Under pressure. Okay, healers kept us going through that.
I contain multitudes.
Do it all over again? Yeah. Like I said, I know the arcane rotation is better. Whereas somehow fire is more variant than arcane is, and that's wild, because like fire is not supposed to be. Fire's supposed to be consistent with like dot damage and shit. So in that regard, I don't really like what they've done with fire.
Liquid hot magma.
Okay, keeping an eye on my health there.
Contain multitudes.
I'm not sure, but I think he contains multitude.
Rise till
I'm not gonna get that off completely.
Rest.
There you go. Did what I needed to. I got a shield? Question mark? It's got int and strength. Looks like ass, but you know what? That'll be good for a like one of my characters that could use a shield if I ever decide to like tank or something. So that'll just go into my archive. But yeah, that's, I'm sorry, but that is an immediate noticeable difference just from switching specs, which tells me that it is quite literally a fire issue and a gear issue. So fire itself is undertuned, but the other issue here is that so much of the current mage gear has crit that it is just inherently like anti-mage bias for fire. Fire does not want crit itemization at all, and you can't avoid it. And I'm not even sure I'm doing the new spell slinger rotation right, because like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to. Oh god, pretty sure I'm supposed to be using shield or not shield orb a lot more.
I require a target.
But yeah, it's sad because it's like I wanted to give fire a proper chance. I definitely need to like sit down and test out frost, but I need to do some reading on frost before I test it. I like to not just switch to a spec that I know nothing about. I prefer to do a little bit reading to get the essence of what it is. I can figure out the spec if I had to, but certain things might elude me.
I need to target something.
So I'd rather just learn the correct way.
Mana is needed.
I assume Reforge is not in the game at the moment. Nah, apparently not.
Mana first.
Oh god damn it! That's. Whoops. Shh, don't tell anyone, chat. I just bloodlusted the entire raid on trash. They're not going to be pleased with me. It's a 10-minute cooldown too, so that's actually a problem. But the problem was, and how that happened is that's my scorch button, and like force of habit from playing so much fire, I was like, oh, I kind of need a short-term cast here because I've run out of mana. What do I do? And it's like, oh, I'll just hit scorch. Bloodlust the entire group.
Mana is needed.
That's also why you use the same cooldown across them when possible.
My mana is low.
I don't know what I did with my other keys. They might be on my other mage, but they shouldn't be. pretty sure I did all the runs on this character.
This knowledge is not for you. It is the will of the Fire Lord. The way must not be opened.
The way is shut. It is kept by those who are dead, and the dead keep it. Yeah, I'm just gonna get hit by some of this if I have to. Oh, there you go. So it just randomly launched an orb. We're all gonna die here, though, if we don't break these. Yeah, because he basically does this, where he does shatter, and it just... it fucking hurts. So it really does just randomly fire off a,
Soft and squishy.
Oh my god, dude. Stand in the fire, DPS higher, pretty much.
Nowhere to hide.
Oh, that's a problem. Well, I gave us all shield and popped all my cooldowns. That didn't hurt, which is surprising. Oh, that's a problem. There we go. His waltz has ended. But yeah, you can kind of see. So like, for instance, this has crit versatility on the one item I did get. Like, everything in here apparently just has versatility, which is its biggest issue.
Like what line? When the cauldron fell.
Oh, what?
Fueled even with its guardian slain. The door remains closed.
Huh? Kick AFK healer. Oh, okay. You now get no mind blast. Man, my muscle memory from playing so much fire though is beginning to mess with me.
When the cauldron fell, it only fueled the Dark Iron's cruelty. and convince them to welcome.
We just two-man healed that. Yeah, like I said, you guys had it really rough on that first AoE pulse that he did, but I basically tried to cover the group with mass barrier. And it actually did work towards the end, but it's like I don't know how we lived through the shatter phase at the end, because like you're supposed to have a pillar up when he does that move, and we had none up. So I don't know how we did. I don't know how it didn't kill any of us, but it didn't, and I'm okay with that. This isn't a boss, right? Yeah, it's Houndmaster.
My mana is low.
A mini boss. The other thing I need to look at is, do I actually need to full channel evocation? Or can I just quite literally, like, just tap it real fast? I think I'm supposed to full channel it, but I've never confirmed that.
Your intrusion will end in a blaze of glory. My glory.
Your glory? Help a healer take some crack? Oh, yo. Give me that crack.
I will sear
oh my god,
flesh
people.
and char your bones.
Dude, these people are so freaking impatient. Flame up. Oh my god. Did someone fucking power infuse me? Jesus Christ, I am fast. That was a problem.
Sizzle and pop.
Did you just say sizzle and pop?
Turn up the heat.
Oh god, I love time loop. It's great for certain things like that. If you find a good use for it in the middle of an event or of a fight, it's really nice. So you can see there are clearly two like really geared people in the raid. I'm not out damaging them, but I'm out damaging everybody else.
Time to turn up the heat.
I need mana first.
Damn, I got passed right at the end by the paladin. Fuck. But yeah, that's basically I could have played that end part a little bit better, but that was that. Like, that's just how it is. All right, that is it for that portion of the raid. I'm not going to get to do the middle portion, but it is what it is. Chat, it is 11 o'clock. I hope you guys enjoyed a look into the raiding currently going on in WoW. It is at least a interesting set of dungeons. Obviously, we had some other crap that happened in between, but what eye level is your cloak, Cad? It is 600. But again, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Let me see who all is on, who all we can give some love to. I see a Miss Ivy on. Let's go give her some attention. Again, I will be back tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully I don't have crap keep going wrong in my life. Last thing I need is even more craziness, but be what it be. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Go give Miss Ivy my love, and I will see you all later.